Hello again, this is Craig. We're going to be doing an educational video about checking accounts and the corporate strawman entity. Now, a little bit of background here. I don't have a social security number. See some other videos I've done about that. I can't have bank accounts, but in my studies and in my research over the years, I've learned a lot about this system and what is involved in commerce. And here's a way I can prove to you, for those of you non-believers out there that think I'm full of crap, a way to prove to you about the existence of a straw man and corporate engagements via the Social Security number and our corporate government we have today. Basically, go get your checkbook. Go get your checkbook. Anybody has a checkbook, go get it. We're going to be discussing it here, and you'll want to look at it while I'm talking about this. But essentially, in a nutshell, and without getting too complicated, they've government has created an artificial entity, a corporation. What is a corporation? It's just an imaginary fiction that government allows to be created. So corporation isn't really an individual; it's a person in law. You have to look under Black's Law Dictionary to find out what the word person means. But basically, if you look at anything you get from government, not just your checkbook, but anything from government, you'll find it's in all capital letters, whether it be something from the IRS or a bank or courts or your driver's license, anything from government will have your name in all capital letters. And here's a neat little trick. You can go to the courthouse and try to look up some records on property or whatever. Try using their computer, the ones that are publicly available. You'll find that the computer doesn't seem to work where it can make your name in upper and lowercase letters. It only works in capital letters. So believe me, go try it. It's a kind of a hidden thing that, well, why are you objecting to your name being all capital letters? Because it designates a corporation. If you go in your records from your state, wherever you were born, and you look for your birth certificate will be in all capital letters. It's an entity created via hypothecation. And again, this is not going to get into great detail on all this, but it's done by hypothecation, where it's basically enslaved your person, it's made you into a person, and it's enslaved you into this corporation system under commerce. Whereas if you also look under the records and find your certificate of live birth, that's different from a birth certificate. Certificate of live birth was created when you were actually born, and it actually has your name in upper and lowercase letters. Um, Now, later, through hypothecation, your birth certificate was created with all capital letters. Which one are you? Okay. Now, back to the checkbook. So I've described briefly about what this corporate fictional entity is. It's your all capital letters name created by government to use to control you and own you, basically. You have your checkbook. Of course, your name's all capital letters, right? Okay, and bank account statements you get is all capital letters. Now, look at all those lines. All those lines, I don't have a check to show you because I don't have any checking accounts. I don't have any bank accounts. I can't have any bank accounts without that Social Security number. But anyway, look at all those lines. All those lines there. A lot of blank lines. Okay, well, what about the lines? Well, one of them isn't a line. One of them is actually micro printing. Look closely. Get out a magnifying glass or even an eye thing to look really closely, or maybe even a microscope, because one of those lines, the lines where you sign your name or what you believe to be your name, where you sign your name, is actually micro printing. Micro printing. Look carefully. You can, even with a naked eye, you can kind of see that. Wow, you're right. That doesn't quite look like a line, does it? Even with a magnifying glass, you should at least be able to see that it's micro printing. You probably won't be able to read what it says with a magnifying glass, but I'm going to go through all that now. So, why is the one line not a line, and all the rest are lines? All the rest are solid black lines, no microprinting. But the one where you sign your name is actually microprinting. What does it say? What does it mean? What's the reason for this? Well, if you have ever had a check from a corporation, okay, or maybe your paycheck, a check from some corporation, usually what you're going to see is in fairly large letters underneath where the name is signed, it'll say authorized signature, right, or authorized signator. Well, what's happening here? Somebody for the corporation doesn't really exist per se. It's not a real flesh and blood individual. It's a person, it's a corporation. Somebody is signing for that corporation. They're authorized to sign for that corporation. So they're signing their name, and then underneath it says authorized signature. So the check is good, right? Well, now, what about your checkbook? As I said, you're a corporation. Whether you like it or not, you're a corporation. You've got a checkbook, you're a corporation. Telling you. That microprinting says authorized signature or authorized signator. That's what it says. Get out a magnifying glass and check, or a microscope. You don't believe me? So what's happening here? You're signing for the person on that check in the upper left-hand corner. It says your name in all capital letters. You're signing for the corporation. And in order to hide it from you, they put it in microprinting, so you don't have any idea what's going on. So, fun with checking accounts, fun with checkbooks. I'll look for some of my other YouTube videos at Forbid TV. Forbid spelled with two D's, the YouTube channel. And until next time, and my website is forbiddenknowledge.info. Until next time, my name's Craig, signing off. So long.